You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!
The biggest names, the biggest stage. Battle Rap's most exciting tournament makes its return. URL's Ultimate Madness 5, the quarterfinals. Saturday, June the 4th, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Live and for free on Caffeine.
My bad.
I got me winning too. I got me winning too. That performance
So we gonna go
was
this.
cool,
I think y'all got unmic.
with the rebuttal and shit. You feel me? And didn't nobody even say nothing about the rebuttal. That's some crazy shit. Like, not one judge said nothing about the rebuttal. It's crazy to me, man.
Yeah, come over here. Y'all know, well, go ahead. What was you so?
I just think the judges like that shit didn't even make no sense. Quest was talking about the Sharon killer shit. That shit was in my third round. It wasn't in my second round. He said that was the second. Not one judge said nothing about the fact that I rebutted his tax return line, but they gave him credit for the tax return line. At the end of the day, man, salute the shit happens, man, but I ain't see it that way. I definitely don't feel like I lost. I feel like he had performance and shit, but he had some good lines, but he had a lot of lines I heard before too. The record reflect that was Chaos line versus Chess. Motherfucking Pound Up line was K-Shine versus Rum Nitty. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, it is what it is. Salute the shit happens.
Yeah.
Moving on.
How did, as far as the judges in the building, I think both judges in the building gave it to Sheed as well.
Even in my opinion, they didn't even really break down no bars. All the thing they kept saying was, oh man, his performance. But what did he say though? What did he say? No, neither John nor Calico mentioned what he said.
Okay.
You didn't find nothing weird in that? They did not one time mention a bar that he said. They mentioned a performance.
Okay.
There's a disconnect for me there. That's all I'm saying.
I see what you're saying.
You got to be able to quote something for me.
Right. Performance matters, but you're saying that shouldn't be the only thing that
Can't
matters.
quote nothing.
Okay. I understand, man. I'm gonna give you a minute. I know it's, you know.
It is what it is, man. I don't feel like I lost that battle. Of course, it sucks to not move on in the tournament, but I don't feel like I lost that battle, and I feel like I'm gonna win on the app. But regardless,
I feel like
man,
the crowd had you too. I'm not gonna lie. When that first vote came in from Polo for you, the crowd
And did you hear how Polo was quoting line after line?
Yes.
That was the difference in the judging to me. Polo literally quoted lines.
Okay.
How did no other judge quote no lines? Quest McCody quoted some lines.
Right.
But he was wrong about what round the Sharon killer shit was in. That was in my third round. And to highlight that was literally like not even I don't even think that was the best part of that round. But regardless, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Not one judge mentioned the fact that I had a rebuttal. Not one.
And it shook the building too.
Not one
I will
judge,
say that.
Like, come on, and not one judge mentioned that I had a rebuttal.
Yeah. And freestyling in the tournament, you know, we talked about it yesterday. It's always a risk, but I think, you know, it landed. It was crazy. It was one of his best bars in the first round was the TurboTax bar.
Yeah.
So for you to rebuttal it.
Yeah, had a nice one and rebuttal the fact that he said a line I heard before.
That's a fact. Yeah, because you started the freestyle with that.
Nobody mentioned that. But yeah, that's why I say, man, tournaments are a tricky thing, man, because, you know, judge battles, it is what it is. But salute the she happens, man. Salute the she.
Right. We'll see what happens, man. Well, listen, Nunn, 15 minutes of fame. I definitely appreciate your time.
Most definitely 15 minutes of fame. You know what it is, man.
Appreciate you.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!